Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Die. Welcome to this week's Dies Shorts. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Diana Gibbs and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. I will be watching live with you today, so if you have any questions at all, just make sure that you type them over in the chat area, and then I will just type and answer you during the live. And if you are watching after, just leave any questions you might have underneath in the comments. I know if you are here during the live, you do have to sign in with your YouTube account in order to join the chat. So if you don't see that, that's how you can be part of our little community off to the side. I just love how everybody's getting to know everybody, and I love seeing where you're viewing from. So if you are new, make sure you let me know where you're coming from. So today's is going to be a fun little 3D, and this was actually one of the projects for my Snowman Magic Bundle class in the mail. It was one of those projects, and I was asked by a few people if I would share it because they missed the class. So I thought, sure. So you definitely don't want to miss my class in the mail kits. In fact, I have October and November right now going on. So the Hippest Hippo bundle is October, and I still have a few of those left. And then the November is This Birthday Piggy bundle is November, and those both come with a stamp set and a die, and you can see more about that on my Stamping with Die blog as well. And so hopefully you are excited for those classes as I am to bring them to you. So let's let me spin the camera and I'll stop gabbing. Just close your eyes for a second while I adjust the camera. All right, good. So thanks so much for all your orders yesterday during the, or not yesterday, but on the 4th, for all of the free shipping. I love when we have free shipping. I always get stuff I need, stuff that you use all the time, you know, envelopes and grid sheets and seal, just all those consumable kind of things. Some of my favorite blends that I'm always using, I always like to grab those when there's the free shipping. So thank you so much. All right, so also this is what I'm going to be using today. So the Snowman Magic, it has a coordinating die and I'm also using the basic borders die as well. I'm also going to be making, this is the Stars treat bags. These are so cute. And we're actually going to be making a luminary. So these are the pieces that I'm going to need. Now, I have already stamped and die cut it out the pieces I need just to speed up the video. All right, so we have our little snowman. I also want to grab one of the greetings. And so let's make this one a little bit different. So let's see. That will fit on there. So I'm going to have this say a little bit different than the other one, just to spice things up. I'm also using Granny Apple. Now this is a photopolymer stamp set. So let me grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. And if you were watching my live the other day, I said hi. I was gonna write that on there because I just always call it the wrong thing. All right, so let's put I love you so much on our little, and this actually is from the stitched rectangles. I forgot to mention that. All right, so I love you so much. All right, very good. I forgot to mention that I was using those dies as well. The cardstock I used was the basic white regular, and that's what I stamped. I stamped with my Memento because I am going to be coloring with the blends, and there's just a little bit of coloring on the snowman faces. So we have Granny Apple for cardstock. We have Soft Suede and Real Red as I lay my pieces out. I stamped Granny Apple and Real Red for the hats and the scarves. And then these cute little arms are with Early Espresso. So we're going to need the green tip glue as well. All right, so let me get my pumpkin, my light flirty, and my light pool party. And we're just going to add a little bit of light pool party just to the edges of our snowman, because they are little white snowmen, but white still has a bit of a color. So just that little bit of pool party, which will not show on camera hardly. You can barely see it, but it is there. And let's do our little noses. So this is just a dark pumpkin pie. Now this die does cut out noses, and they are so tiny. I mean tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'm just using the nose that is stamped with the face. And I'm just going to put little tiny flirty flamingo cheeks on our snowman, just to give them a little bit of a personality. All right, so let's see. We want to glue our arms on our snowman. So what I like to do is I like to use my silicone mat. And let's bring our arms over. And these are so teeny tiny. And they have this little dot here that I have just been using that to put my glue on. So you just got to make sure you're using the right and the left arms, so we don't have two left arms on our snowman. Okay, so let's use our green tip glue. And I'm just going to put a little green tip glue here. And then I'm just going to lay my snowman right on top of his arm. And I'm just going to do this each time for the arms. And I like the silicone mat because it allows you to glue and not have to worry about it sticking to your table, or if I used a grid sheet, it would stick to the grid sheet. So you definitely, the silicone mat is a great tool to have in your stamping stash. All right, one arm going that way. And I'm kind of having them kind of close to their bodies. Right. So they'll just be drying there while they sit. So let's put our hats on. And I'm just going to use the glue dots. So let's load up our hats and our scarves. So we're basically getting all our pieces ready to put on our bag. All right, so we've got our scarf. So this is a cute little project, and it just looks so cute sitting on your shelf. And then I have these little candles. They're like battery operated candle votives, and they are like timed. So I just got them off of Amazon. So I think they go for like 6 hours, and then they turn off, and then they come back on like 12 hours later. So they run like the same, I believe it's 6 hours at the same time each day. So it's so nice because I can just not have to worry about it. You know, like if you do some other ones, then you forget to turn them off, and then they're dead. The batteries are dead. All right, so we have our cute little straws. I'm just going to let these guys sit and dry a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I have cut, these are that basic border dies. Now these are clouds basically, but I'm turning them upside down. So to me, now they look more like a snowdrift. So let me just kind of clean off sometimes you get these little paper chads that stay on from the die. So that just cleans it up. All right, so we're going to put our first one on here, and it's a little bit different color, but I'm not, you know, worrying too much that it's a different color. So we're going to use our dimensionals, and I'm going to put my dimensionals on the bag so that I'm putting them where I want them to be, and then I'm avoiding the stars because I don't want to glue my bag closed. All right, and then we're just going to stick this on, and this is just going to give some dimension to our snow. All right, so we're going to put our snow on there, and I'm just putting it flush with the bottom of the bag. All right, then we have our next layer of snow, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put dimensionals. So let me trim this so I know my edges, and I'm just following along the bag. So if you watched me make that really cute geranium bag this week, it's kind of the same way. I'm just using the bag itself as my guide. All right, so then we want to put this on, and I want this to have dimensionals too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them kind of just in the corner, because I'm going to go back and add more later. I just want to get it on the bag so we can put our snowman and our trees and all that and get it all decorated, and then we can add more later. All right, so I'm just kind of going like this so that, because I don't want to layer my snowdrifts identical. I want to offset them so you can see the difference between the two, and that looks pretty good. Now there'll be more to trim with this one, and I just cut them, you know, generally the same size, so then you can have your drifts be as high or low on your bag as you want. And then we'll just cut this like that. So now we have our cute little bag. All right, so now let's start to decorate it. We have our, where's my glue dots? Here we go. So we have our cute little glue dots. So let's put some trees. So we're going to take our little red tree. So we're going to use a few different adhesives. We're going to use the green tip glue. We're going to use some glue dots. We're going to use dimensionals. We've got lots going on. So I'm going to stick my tree right in here like that. And then let's take this little snowman, and I'm going to put him in here. So I'm just going to put a glue dot on his butt and slide him in here. So this is why you don't want to put too many adhesives at the beginning. So I'm able to lift this up to get all my little pieces, and then we can add dimensionals later. So I want to get this little snowman down here in front of that tree. There you go. Let's get this tree. So the same kind of thing. We're going to put our little bit of glue, and I'm just putting it on the trunk because we don't need to be gluing the tree itself, because then it's going to have some movement. We also have this fun tree. And let's put that one there. And we can't forget about this little snowman. Now he's going to go on the very front. So he's right in the front and center. So I'm going to use some baby dimensionals for him. And I'm just putting them on his bottom at first. and then we will see how we're doing and where we have to add more. So if you watch my channel a lot, you'll see I do that a lot, where I kind of get things in place and then we can add more dimensionals later. All right, let me bring my I Love You So Much over, and we're going to put that right here. So I'm going to use some baby dimensionals, so I know it's going to go here. So I'm just going to go one. I'm kind of putting them close together, but I'm putting them along here, and that should be plenty long enough for this piece. And that way, again, I avoided the stars. So I'm not getting a dimensional. If I put a dimensional here, then I stick it, I might actually have a dimensional going through that star. So if you put the dimensionals here on the bag, then you have them in the right spot. And then we just put I Love You So Much. If this is too loose, we can always add one there. But I think it's going to be okay when I open the bag up. All right, we also want to put some of the adhesive backed stars, and I have just been using these as snowflakes, so I keep calling them snowflakes, but they're stars. All right, so let's put some around the bag. So we've got some big ones, we've got some little ones, and they're just going to add a little sparkle and shine to our bag, as if the candle won't be enough. All right, let me just get those out of the way. All right, so now this is when we go, see, we want to put a little dimensional underneath here. So what I like to do is I just leave them on the dimensional backing. This is a baby one. I peel off the top. Use your pick tool as your friend. Then I just pick it up with my pick tool, and then I can stick it underneath right where I need it to be, and then that snowman is going to have a little more stability than it did before. All right, how does this guy do? So he's a little loose too. Do you see that? He was dancing in there. So we don't want our snowman dancing. So same thing, pick that up, and then we'll lift our snowman and stick that behind him. And now he's not going anywhere, and neither is he. So I don't mind the trees a little loose because I just like the look of them. All right, so here is the candle that I'm talking about. So I just got these off of Amazon. So let's open up our Luminary. Just gonna stick our hand in there. This is also why you don't want to dimensional it shut. You want to be able to open it up. We want to put our candle in there. So turn on our candle. So this will run for, I believe, 6 hours. Drop that in there. And then it will turn off, but it will come back on in 6 hours from now. So let me move this out of the way. I'm going to turn the desk light off so you can kind of see. So see how that twinkles in there? So it looks even better in the night, right? Like if you have this sitting in a living room with no lights on. It's so cute. So here's the one I was looking at. So let me turn my lights back on. Boop and boop. So there is the two. So thanks so much, or I love you so much. They're both adorable. It has such cute sayings, and you could you know, I'm sure you have some more sayings in your stamping stash that you might even say something different. But I think it's so cute. This time I did switch the snowman around, so I put the little green hat near the red tree, and then I put the red hat near the green tree, where the opposite I was here. So I just changed that up a little bit. All right, so let me turn the phone so I can say see you later, alligator. So thank you so much for asking me to show that, because it's such a cute, quick little project. I love these little bags. So if you didn't get these bags, make sure you grab some of them. I know they were back ordered. They weren't available for a while. So Hopefully they are for the video. It depends on when you're watching it. But they're super fun to have on hand, and I love them as a luminary because it's just fun. It's fun, and it's so easy. You don't have to make your own bag because I've done that before. I've made my own luminaries, and then I had to make my own bag. So these are perfect for that. All right, so I'm gonna say see you later. Have a great weekend, and reach out to me if you have any questions at all. Otherwise, I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And if there's ever any project you want me to do in the catalog for my Mimeograph Monday with a twist, make sure you reach out to me and holler at me early enough so that I can have time to work on that. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. And so Mimeograph Monday with a twist, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. That's when all my videos go, 3 o'clock. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. Have a great weekend, and thanks so much for spending time with me this week. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.